May the 17th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here on this Monday, and certainly we had some unsettled weather over the weekend. Both weekend day afternoons rather, featured some pretty intense thunderstorms that fired up, and many of them wound up being severe. And then as we got into the overnight hours, Sunday night into this morning, we had just a blanket of moderate to occasionally heavy rain move through, and the pattern's still ripe today for some periods of rain and thunderstorm activity. Now here's that setup today. This is up at 500 millibars, the upper air pattern for today, and we have a very, very moisture-laden air mass anywhere from eastern Alabama on up through Georgia, the Carolinas, and the Virginias. And up in the upper levels, you have this upper level low pressure, this nice trough here in the upper levels. And what that trough is doing is causing continued lift and the continued chance for rain and thunderstorms here across the region for today. There's a look at the radar. Now I'm cutting this video a little bit earlier than normal this morning here. This is during the 4 o'clock hour, early in the 4 o'clock hour that I'm cutting this video, and we have there's a lot of that rain we saw overnight lifting out. I noticed some shower activity in parts of the southeastern United States, and I think we will continue to have that chance for some rain and some thunderstorms. Now let's look back at the storm reports from Sunday. All those blue dots, that represents where some wind damage occurred, and there was a number of those reports rather, anywhere from eastern Tennessee and eastern Georgia, the upstate and the middle into South Carolina and into North Carolina. And there's going to be some additional severe weather potential today as well. There's the current situation, no active severe weather warnings anywhere across our region. We do have a flash flood watch in effect, including Charlotte, all the foothills and the mountains and the northern upstate of South Carolina as well. So this is what the GFS prints out for precip between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. today. And what we're going to see happen here is we're going to have a frontal boundary that's going to be draped somewhere right in that area. To the north of the front, the severe weather threat relatively limited, but still the rain and thunderstorm chance there. The severe weather potential really south of that front, probably I-40 and points southward, and that's pretty much exactly what the SPC has outlined with their early morning day one convective outlook. So we'll just go ahead and broad brush it. We'll say anybody around the region could see a strong to severe storm today, and we're going to continue to have to watch for that heavy rain potential with already a lot of rain. The ground now pretty wet, and so some additional rain could cause some additional flash flooding issues as today unfolds. Now, that whole system begins to exit tomorrow, but enough energy left behind that I'll mention a chance of a couple showers tomorrow afternoon. And then I'm going with a dry forecast here on Wednesday. Highs Wednesday in the 70s. Looks like Thursday will probably be dry as well. But then we get into Friday, and the GFS keeps the rain really confined to the mountains and maybe the foothills. The Europeans a little quicker with that next rain opportunity. So I'm going ahead and throwing in the chance of some thunderstorms mainly Friday afternoon. Here's the setup as we get into the weekend. Pretty interesting pattern. You have a big trough digging out west. In response to that, a huge high amplitude ridge here in the nation's midsection up into southern and central Canada. And then a little piece of energy carving out a trough right along the eastern seaboard. And that's going to make for some more unsettled weather, it looks like, as we get into Friday and the weekend. So there's Saturday. It looks like, again, the atmosphere will be conducive for some pop-up afternoon storms. Same deal on Sunday and Monday as well. So after a little bit of a respite through the midweek period, looks mainly dry Wednesday, Thursday. As we get Friday and the weekend, looks like we'll bring back in this chance for some at least scattered thunderstorms. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day here on this Monday, and God bless.